I'm back with another good story, right? So I'm back with another good story. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Back with another good story. Back with another good story. This story is heartbreaking, but it's going to be really good. Right? It's going to bring awareness to us. I can't stop enough of talking about domestic, talking about mental health. It's really important for us to look at, right? A lot of us suffer with mental health, and mental health is really on the rise among the youth. A lot of mental health and a lot of things that we go through, right, in the environment that we grow up in, it affects the mother while she is carrying her child. Remember, your child can hear and your child can speak. Your child definitely could hear. This is an actual true fact. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because mental health is on the rise, it's on the rise, it's on the rise, it's on the rise. We gotta ask ourselves, why so much of mental health is on the rise in our communities, in our societies, and everywhere that we turn our heads? There's mental health issues. There's not enough results. There's not enough outlets. There's not enough information and concerns about mental health. And mental health is not at the forefront of our youth, right? And we're not preparing our youth to deal with the mental health. We send them out in the world, and this what it is. Figure it out. So on my channel, I'm here to give you a little guidance. I'm here to give you a little information. I'm here to give you a little understanding. How can we deal with mental health? And one of the tools that we can use that is still powerful to this day, and that all of us do not use because it has been replaced with the digital world, with the AIs and a lot of other platforms, and listening to other people experience dealing with traumas and depression and anxiety and mental health, which is okay. But it's easy said than done. It's easy to listen to, but when it comes to you, we lose hope and we lose belief. Meaning, when these acts happen upon you, the things that we listen to, the things that we watch, and the experience of other people telling us about their traumas and depression, when it happened to us, right? We don't implement the experience. This is why it's really important to understand and to get the right information from those that actually can feel you through this camera. I can reach out to you and feel your very essence and your spirit of going through a lot of pain and suffering, because I know and understand. I have been there and dealt with traumas and depression and anxiety and everything else, homelessness and everything else, prison systems, in and out these, concentration camps and everything else that was meant to break me and destroy me. I took it and turned it into success and turn it into rewards. And these are the things that we need to do when it comes to this mental health issue. And the reason why I brought this topic up is because a young lady and a young man lost their life. The young man killed his lady and then turned the gun on himself, committed suicide, and killed himself. Okay? And I want to read a little bit. I don't want to read all. I just want to read a little bit of the situation and how, mental health, if left alone and not checked, is going to spread like wildfire, like everything else in our communities and our societies. And this is something that we need to check on, right? So it says, let me see, this came out 15 hours ago, okay? And I think this been happened a long time ago. So I'm gonna give a number when it's dealing with mental health or any abuse that you need to get in contact with, right? Hotline numbers, right? To prevent suicide. Sometimes a lot of this don't work, but I'm just gonna give this information out anyway. It's 1-800-799-7233 SAFE. Okay, then, or there's 1-800-787-3224. This is anyone that's dealing with domestic violence, or anyone that's dealing with having some type of suicidal thoughts that's inside their mind, dealing with mental health. That you want to take your own life, or you want to hurt yourself or hurt other people. Reach out to these numbers right here. But sometimes this is not the case, because when this act happens, it happens and goes down. Someone is going to end up in debt, or someone going to end up in jail, or both parties or anybody going to end up dead, and that'll be the end of the story. So what we trying to do on this platform, and to all victims, is to prevent this altogether. And this is why I go live so much. This is why I get my videos out so much, because I know people suffer with this illness of mental health and anxieties and traumas and depression, and being raped, being sodomized, being molested, and all of these other things, and they don't have an outlet out there. The outlets that they go to and the people that they talk to are predators. Not saying all, but majority of these individuals that's in these positions and in these safe havens, supposed to be safe havens, but are really hell, are predators and preying on people that deal with this. So on this platform, we don't deal with none of that. Okay, we encourage each other to lift each other up, right? This is what we do. We don't take advantage of nobody, but we're not going to stand, right? We're not going to stand for you attacking us. We're going to defend ourselves, but not violently. We're going to talk it out and discuss it and just go our separate ways. This is the actual true facts. So these things are really, really important that we need to talk about, instead of dealing with violence, instead of dealing with physical violence and hurting people. And this is what this channel is here for. I was once told that I'm violent. I need to get my life together, things of this nature, that I have not changed my life around. And, this is other people's perspective of me, not all people's perspective. When you are a man and you come from this environment where it breeds strength and it breeds dominancy, being dominant, but in a good way, you put these defenses up, is because this is our environment. Our environment teaches, to be violent and to protect, but it teaches you in the way to pick up guns and knives and hurt people, but this is the wrong way. So I'm not like that, so I may raise my voice and tough love, and people may consider this violent, but it's not. I didn't put my hands on nobody. I didn't do anything. I just raised my voice, because when you raise your voice, at times, people get a little fear, but they would consider that violent, but no, it's not. It's so that you could bring balance and justice back into chaos, but sometimes if you can't, you will just walk away. So it says 2 families gathered in front of a north side apartment, knocking and yelling for someone to answer. Evidently, they bust down the door to confirm what they feared was inevitable. Inside, they found Jada Snyder, 21, and her ex-boyfriend, Demetrius Lamont, 28, shot dead. Police were called to shooting a murder-suicide, and days after processing what happened, both families spoke with, but what led up to the killing. I don't want this to define Jada as a girl who got murdered by her boyfriend. Her stepmother said she was so much more. Lamont's mother, Jennifer Anderson, told her son, nicknamed Man Man, was struggling with depression and fighting with demons that none of them knew about. So whatever demons that he was fighting with, no one knew about. See, this is really, really important because these are actually demons. These demons are in categories, and they are in your head, your mind, and soul, and telling you what to do. And the demon comes in the form of people also that's close to you. And they act like they really close to you and love you, but in reality, they don't want to see happiness and they don't want to see growth in you. So they keep you in a state of depression, traumas, and anxiety. You understand what I'm saying? They do this. They know how to deal with the brain. What triggers the brain, what don't trigger the brain. And plus on top of medication. So knowing these things is really, really important on how to combat anxiety, depression, and traumas. I took all of that and turned it into success. And you can do the same thing. Of course, you're going to have people that know you from the past that said that you was a demon, that you was a devil, because the things that you have done, you cannot undo. And the trauma that you caused upon people and upon your society and community, basically, is never forgotten. Even though the Creator wiped it from you and gave you a fresh start and understanding, but for some reason, it still sit there amongst individuals that you have traumatized. They still suffering with it. It's still weighing down on them. They have not learned the actual true knowledge on how to level themselves up and get out of trauma and depression and this sickness that demons put upon you. You heard she said, the mother said he was plagued with demons. There's forces and demons there that you cannot see with your eyes, that's there for your destruction and your demise, basically, right? So I'm going to go on with the story a little bit. Say he wasn't a murderous monster. He was never a violent person, even in arguments. It was literally a trigger. Both families are grieving and heartbroken. And although there's some contention in the family, and reality brought them to this point. One side is apologetic, and the other is forgiving as they try to understand losing two of their family members. So that's good. That's good, but the hurt is still there. One is apologetic and the other is forgiving. But there were signs there. What was the signs for Jada? She was 21, a great friend and a leader and a daughter. This is what she said. This is her picture. The picture's on top of her, and down at the bottom it's Lamont, right? This young man. She wanted to be actually a dentist. This was her dream. She was become a dentist, basically. And this was dope. That's dope to basically to visualize and to imagine, you know, what is your passion, what is your dream career job, and you want it to be help people save their teeth, which is really, really amazing and dope. And I want to send my condolences out to both of these family members. that lost their children to a horrific devil and demon, even though it's physically, but this entity demon played a major part in her son taking his life and taking his girlfriend's life, basically. They don't know. They don't know what he was plagued with, but there was something there. So if you knew that there was something there, you knew that he was plagued with this demon, then you need to do more further investigation on what you need to do as a parent, basically. So Jada was a supervisor at Starbucks, basically, going to college. She just got a new apartment, and Lamont asked, can he come live with her? She said yes, because she loved him. That was her boyfriend, you know? That was her man, her partner. Right? Yup. She had planned to go to college to become a dentist. Yeah, a dentist. In the meantime, she had just moved into a new apartment. She worked in Starbucks, yes. They dated for 2 years. They were dating for 2 years, basically. And she kicked him out the apartment because they probably had an argument or something went on that she didn't like what was going on. She probably was asking him, you got to get a job. You just can't lay up. You can't be feeling sorry for yourself. You got to have motion and movement. And this is domestic violence also. You're going back and forth. You're arguing. You're fighting. And this entity is there. He's there. You can't see it. And you doing things in rage, and then you mixed in with the alcohol and the drugs and everything else. Now, I'm not saying in this case that he was on alcohol or drugs. I don't know. It's not saying that. But you don't have to be on alcohol or drugs to have mental issues or have this demon plaguing you in your life to destroy you, because you have potential becoming a leader, a spiritual leader, or anything in life. It don't want you to succeed. There's something about you that is plaguing you morning, noon, and night. Now, if the family knew what I knew and know how to kill these demons and rid, it would have been a different outcome. This is why on this platform, I want people to get in my comments and if you're plagued with this demon and you don't know when things are going on in your life, with the help of the Alpha Omega, the creating everything existing, maybe I can help you to give you a little spiritual insight into what's going on, because I was plagued with darkness majority of my life. This is actually true fact. So I know and understanding how this thing live and breathe and what does it does in the tricks and the things that it use. I know how it works. This is an actual true fact. Ain't nothing capping about that. People that know me know me. So this is really, really important that we talk about this. Mental health is real. And if you don't catch it in time, it can spiral out of control and cause somebody pain and suffering, loved ones and family. This is what it does. Its objective is to get you to do suicide. It loves that. And sit back. When you do it, it withdraws and sit back once you start doing this act upon yourself. This is the actual true fact. He shot her multiple times. That's what it says. The night before Spender was discovered dead, she was speaking with her stepmother about her father's B-Day. The next morning, I got a call from her, but she didn't answer. The next morning, I called her, but she didn't answer. I saw her location on my apartment. I called again and again and again. By 2:30 and by 3 o'clock, nobody heard from her. So I asked my husband to stop by and check on her. Spencer said the father went by the apartment. They went by the apartment at 6 p.m. August 2025. That was last month. Parked next to her car. He knocked twice on the second-story apartment door, but heard nothing. The only movement that he heard in the apartment was the daughter pet cat. The bottom line is that this is domestic violence and this is mental health. The mental health can transform in the domestic violence. It starts off like that, but then it spirals out of control into mental health. And the majority part of this is this entity. I can't stress it enough. It lurks in the shadows. That's why his mother said that he was plagued with demons. Right? Once it starts to mess with your mind, body, and soul, and it starts to take over, it's like you having blackouts. You actually, it is not you. It's this entity. Your mind is go blank. It goes blank. You don't know if you hurt yourself. You don't know if you hurt somebody. When you really come to senses, you sitting in jail or you dead or you gone. And that's it. That's exactly how it works. This very second, it works like that. And I know it all too well because it's been trying to work on me and work on a lot of other people, but I beat it. That's right. If I can beat it, you can do it too. Through difficulty is an actual true fact. This is why I say on this platform, let this platform lead you. Let this platform encourage you. Let this platform, save you with the help of the Alpha Omega, the creating everything existing. And I'm going to give you a script, a chapter in verses, right, to show you whatever difficulty there's ease. Whatever difficulty there's ease. The Creator does not place burdens on you that you cannot bear. It is us that place burdens on us which we cannot bear and blame it on Him. No. We place the burdens, and society places the burdens on you, but He don't place the burdens on us, which we cannot bear. And there's a lot of burdens. And the reason why He's calling us burdens, because He wants you to understand these are burdens, and these burdens are actually entities. Poverty, jealousy, envy, hatred, homelessness, jobless, on drugs. You trapped. All of these things are demons. Each one of them is a demon. And each one of them, right, these are traces. We don't know their name. These are living demons, right? And each one of them that I just named right here, right, take shifts. They have shifts to plague you morning, noon, and night. This is why it's important to do what? To pray, to protect you, right? Prayer works. I know it. Prayer works. I've been living that dark life. I lived it already, and I gave it back. Now, I'm telling this entity, if you come for me, I'm going to come for you, right? And it's my job to teach the people in our communities to kill your entities, to kill jealousy, to kill hatred, to kill backstabbing and backdoing, backbiting. All of these things are demons. That's right. Hold on one second. Okay? Now, reading from right here. Reading right here. I recommend that you get this so you can follow through, right? This is a really, really good guide. That's what the Creator said. It's enlightenment. You won't understand it, right? And it's going to be like kind of like confusing at first, but stick at it. He will give you the knowledge, wisdom, understanding to learn it, basically. And you already know I'm not to read Arabic here. That's right. Okay. This is chapter expansion of the breast, right? We're going to read the Arabic. Hold on for 1 second. You can't read this with your jazz is playing in the back. Okay? This is chapter 94, verses from 1 to 8. Now, it says in Arabic, it says, Alam Naswat A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. It said, Alam Nasra Lakwa Sadak Wa Wadanna Aka Wizrak Aladi Ankara Tarak Wa Fa'anna Laka Dikra Fa Inna Mala Usri Usra Inna Mala Usri Usra Fa Ida Fa Wata Fansa Wa Ila Rabika Fagab. And the Creator says, right? We have not extended thee thou breast, meaning your heart, right? And remove from thee thou burden, that which thee gain thou back, and rise high, esteem in which thou art held. So for verily with every difficulty there is relief. Verily, with every difficulty there is relief. Therefore, then when thou art free from their immediate task, still labor hard until thou, Lord, turn all any intention. He's talking about he's talking about the holy prophet. He extended his breath, extended his heart, and poured in his heart wisdom and understanding. These were the Jews that he did. He taught him the secret arts of the unseen things. He poured it inside of him, which is deep, very, very deep, really, really deep, right? So, but this phrase right here, basically, when man goes and woman goes through difficulties and hardship and things are looking confused in your life, I just did a video. It is not a lose. It is a lesson. It's only wins and lessons in life. Those are not losses. We take them as losses. They are not losses. These are lessons for you to basically do what? To gain wins. Didn't he say right after that? Therefore thou art free from thy immediate task, still work hard and labor. Meaning, when I bless you, when I give you your reward, what you ask for, and extending your heart in this life and in the next, you still got to maintain your blessings. You still got to maintain your house. You still got to maintain your car. You still got to maintain, right, your motion and movement upon life. You still got to work hard to keep and maintain what he blessed you with. Because if you don't, you will lose it. Right? After working difficulties and going through hardship and going through all these things, you have to maintain it. You still got to work. You don't put your feet up, that's it. No. You still got to work spiritually. Because there's entities there that's taking shifts upon you to destroy you. So the reason why I'm saying this is because this mental health thing will break you down in levels which you cannot understand and twist you up so you commit suicide, or you can go out and do these things upon other people and then murder and kill yourself. This is what it does. Difficulty in life is a lesson. It's not a loss. It is a lesson for you to learn. Then, and only then, will you win. It become wins. It become a triple win. It become a double win. It depends on how much you can withstand. Now, you don't want to put the burdens on yourself because the decisions that you're making in life. Once you start to make these burdens upon your life and decisions, what happens is that the protection gets away from you because you're not maintaining. You're becoming what? Lazy. There's not a time to be lazy. It has a time for movement. The earth, this day, is only supposed to be a port for rest. That's it. We made it permanent resident. It's supposed to be a port. Right? We're supposed to be selling throughout the universe, step into these entities, step into everything that's not keeping things in balance, that's causing pain, causing anxiety and depression, and not keeping balance. This is why this stuff is going on, because we not keeping and doing our job. We made this earth what? Our permanent residence, which has a beginning and end. You don't have a beginning and end. Do you understand it? Your spirit. You are the Alpha Omega, and the Alpha Omega is you. I need for you to understand this, who you are. Don't you never in life think about taking your life. Don't you never in life think about hurting somebody. Don't you never in life think about you want to go to jail. Don't you never in life give up. Now check this out right here. Look at this shirt. Look what it says. The shirt says, human beings, 100% organic, colors may vary. That's right. Colors may vary. Become all colors. You know how you do that? You manifest it. You harvest it. Then you stand on business. Then you become what? Become a master of your square. Become a master of your circle. And then what? Define gravity and understand it. And then transcend beyond the physical, this existence, and tackle these demons one by one, eliminate them. You will feel better, and then pass the knowledge on to everybody that wants to listen and to adhere to it. Yes. So this is really, really important. Mental health is real as day. And I want you to understand where this comes from, the root of it. The root of it comes from it because we're not keeping justice and balance. So it's easy for these things to seep in. It's easy for these things to plague us. It's easy for these things to do what? To mislead us and misguide us. To murder, death, kill us. Because it is our responsibility as the indigenous people to keep balance and justice and push back and fight. I can't do it alone. You have to do it with me. So spread the message, spread the knowledge, spread the education to each and everyone, and tell them that they don't have to kill themselves. That whatever difficulty there's ease, For in the mala ushri ushwa, in the mala ushri ushwa. That's right. Whatever difficulty there's ease. Whatever difficulty there's ease. The Creator does not place a burden greater than on you that you cannot bear. It is we as human beings place these burdens upon us individually and collectively, and us as a society and community place these things upon us. But there is a solution to lift them up. And you lift them up by what? By prayer and worshiping the Alpha Omega. He can do it. I know it all too well. That's right, brothers. Y'all have a great and amazing night. Peace, y'all.